You know the old saying, work until the cows come home? Well, the cows are home. I believe the 1990s called, and one of the feeder wagons set up that. Well guys, unfortunately we just lost a calf. You're a freaking ham. So I'm gonna unhook the bucket, put the points on. I'm gonna move that bale feeder. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna start stacking gates on the tractor so we can bring them up top. Just realized the GoPro might have froze, so I hope you guys saw some of that, but I basically just, in case you didn't, I took the bucket off, put the points on, and now sticking gates on the forks. So we'll bring these up top and put them away for the year because we're done for a couple months at least till we get the cows back. Put stakes in the ground to anchor it, so that way if the cattle press against it, it won't break out. You need to make this cattle proof, not human proof.
I don't want to go anywhere.
Well, you're exactly right, it's not going anywhere. That worked out pretty slick, especially for you doing this and the ground's frozen. Got the gates loaded up. So Cody's gonna take the tractor and all the gates up. Dad's gonna take the side-by-side up. I'm gonna move the red truck out of the way. Gonna go ahead and take my dad's good truck up there. There he goes, so he's gonna putz on up. My dad's gonna follow him. I'm just hoping I can get out of here with the red truck, because you know I had to get pulled out last time. Made it. Whew. Barely, but we made it. You know the old saying, work until the cows come home? Well, the cows are home. Let's stop working. Cows are home, gates are gone, posts are still in there, but good. Very, very good. And it's just barely lunchtime. I'm hungry though. So let's go head up top, put the gates away, and then head to Preston and get something to eat. Sweet. Out of there. Beautiful. Well, here we are. Now we're gonna put the gates away. Yeah, these things are heavy. These things are steel. There's a pin, looking for a key. There's gotta be one in there somewhere. Let's head to the farm. We haven't had lunch yet. Grandma's been waiting on us. It's almost 2 o'clock. And I gotta pull the wagon home. So let's get moving. There's my unit. Let's hook onto her and head home. Head back to Preston. Last time this hay cart will come up here for a while. Spreading some manure on some hay ground. Bald eagle there, bald eagle there, bald eagle there. Yes, America. Right next to the John Deere Model B trike. Just making it back to Preston. I can see more corn stalks. Stuff's melting. Birds are out picking. Spring is almost here. Cannot wait. Just made it back to the farm. It is 2:30 and none of us have had lunch yet. My grandma's probably worried. So we're gonna go check in with the guys. I just see a trailer pulling up. So let's go check in, put my stuff in the car, and head and go get some lunch. So when we brought the calves, the mama cows home, we actually ran them through the vet, gave them a couple of just basically booster shots and checked up on them. And we also preg checked them as well. Basically checked and see if they were pregnant. 42 out of 45 cows are carrying a baby right now. All 3 of mine are. So that's awesome news. With the bull, so I guess I should start back. We actually breed all of our cattle with a bull, so the natural way. And anytime that you are above 90%, which we are with a 42 out of 45, like 93, 92. Anytime you're above 90%, that's a success with a bull. So I'm gonna go ahead now and open up. We're gonna feed cattle here, help Pat feed cattle, then head down to our south farm, help Brian feed cattle, and I'm gonna head home. This is Provimi, used to be a Vigortone. What we do for our, basically it's our protein powder. Imagine like a protein shake you take at when you work out or whatnot. It's basically what we give our cattle, just to make sure they get their nutrients and their vitamins. We have different recipes. We have 2 different blends. Basically one for boys, one for girls. All right, let's go hop over to the feeder wagon. I'll take the feeder wagon. Pat's gonna fill me up. Thawing out. It's that time of the year. Like I said, we're getting highs above freezing for the foreseeable future, so that's great. Starting to thaw this out. We're going to take a couple weeks to thaw for sure. Thaw and dry, because as I said before, we got almost 20 inches of snow on the ground, or we had at least before they started thawing. Alright, so now Pat's gonna fill it up. I'm actually gonna go check on the cattle that are over there and see if they need any square bales. Because we're redoing our pit this year, we basically put all of our feed in bags. So that's how we got basically a silage bag right here and an earlage bag all the way on the far south side. One more bag of earlage and one bag of silage here. So it should get us through at least the rest of the time. It should get us through basically until we chop corn again in August. How our feeder wagon works is it basically has 4 augers or corkscrews in there. Kind of see 2 on top, 2 on bottom. And they basically just churn against each other and stir stuff around. And we also have a chute right there where the bottom left auger, bottom right on your guys' view, basically brings stuff forward and kicks it out. It's got a paddle. Yeah, that's all it does, just mix it around. It's a Valametal AM 450, 450 bushels of storage or capacity. And it works well. We put about 6 tons worth of feed in every single batch, 5 to 6. That was a 1,000-pound scoop right there. We're full. 10,500 pounds, all that load was, just because different materials are different densities. So yeah, that was all we could fit on there. But I'm gonna head down and go help Pat open this up and then head down to Peterson's. All right, all done. So I'm basically done for the day. I just kind of stuck around. Wow, that's not basically, I am done for the day. I just kind of stuck around because they need help with chores. Just having that second person, even for a half hour, makes it go twice as fast or 50% faster. Just because instead of having Pat having to drive the feeder wagon over there, park it, walk over, get the skid loader, fill it up, drive the skid loader to the next spot, park it, walk back, it takes time. So as I mentioned before in previous videos, we are actually feeding out cattle of our own that we bought down at a good friend's house, or a good friend's place where he's actually done. He's getting out of the business, so we're feeding his feed out for him. And I'm actually gonna go down there for the first time to help Brian feed cattle. So you guys will see more, but again, this is, like I said, we bought the feed, we bought the cattle. All right, so I'm just getting down to our south farm. As I've mentioned before, we are picking up an extra 400 to 600 acres. Nathan is renting it from a good family friend who's just getting out of the business. So we basically bought most of his cow-calf pairs. We bought all of his feeder cattle, his feed, and then we also, Nathan's gonna be renting his ground too. So yeah, we're just heading down there right now because we rented it. We bought his feed and his feeder cattle. We are actually we've been feeding his cattle down here for the last month or two. So it's like 20-25 minutes away, but it beats hauling the feed home and hauling all the cattle home. So that's what we do for now. Just pulling up. Here's the ground. So I actually remember coming down here as a boy. We've chopped for this family for a long time, but I remember riding in this field right here, chopping. We were filling bags right here. But so yeah, I believe this is where we're gonna be feeding cattle. And I believe we're also potentially, I haven't heard this, but they said potentially we might be renting the grain bins down here, which is looks like a nice bin right here. Nice new one that's a wet bin, goes to that dryer, and then goes to the dry bin. Looks like there's even a drive-over pit. That's kind of nice. Wonder how it feeds it. Must just like set up an auger that goes up there. So it looks like I'm waiting for Brian. So we got our 180 1840 old skid loader. And we got our 656 down here and the old Badger feeder wagon. This is the one we used to feed with long time ago, 20 years or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and start stuff up. This thing's got 2,667 engine hours. A little cold. So we can fire this unit up. Might need 2 hands for this one. Negative. Come on, girl. All right, both these two are warming up. I believe the 1990s called in one of their feeder wagons set up that. I think that's a 90s skid loader. That's for sure a 90s feeder wagon, and that's a 60s tractor. Decent. So I'm waiting for Brian and we'll start feeding. Everything's warmed up. Feeding time. So what Brian's doing, like I said, we got these 2 bags here, feed here that we bought. So he's just kind of filling up 2,500 pounds of silage into this feeder wagon. And it's not the easiest because we're at the bottom of the hill and that's, gravity's the thing and all the snow melts walking right down to there. Brian was just slipping and sliding right there. That looks miserable. And he just got stuck right there. This was not fun. Almost done though. So mixing feed right now. We did 2,500 pounds of silage, then a scoop of gluten, a scoop of healage, and a scoop of hay is gonna be coming up next. And I'm mixing it too. Putting it away. Sorry, I forgot the GoPro and I did everything on my phone. So hope you guys enjoyed that. But we are all done here. Now Brian's just gonna fill up his cart and I'm heading out. Just kidding, not done. So we have to bed the cows. So yeah, forgot to do that. Let's open it back up. Hi babies. Hi cuties. You're a freaking ham. I love white faces. Hi baby. I love white faces. They're so freaking cute. There's a Charlet. Hi cubies. All right, let's bed some cattle. Down to bed. I just got poop all over myself. Well guys, unfortunately we just lost a calf. So we don't know exactly what happened. I mean, we check them every single day, we gotta feed them every single day, but we just don't know what happens sometimes. We're guessing that it got laid on. I mean, nothing's wrong with the rest of the calves, just by how it's laying. It was just kind of curled in, but just by how it was laying, we're guessing one of the moms just Sat down and laid on the calf, didn't see it, killed it. Sad, but as my dad always says, who heard it from someone who heard it from someone else, if you're gonna have livestock, you're gonna have dead stock. It sucks, doesn't suck any less, but it's just, it is what it is. Now we're gonna go bed these cows. Come on, Gibbies. Ho, hip, hip, ha, ha. Hip, 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 hip. And some. Whoops. Hip, 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 hip. All right, let's bed this last round of cattle, clean my boots off, and go home. Hopefully get home enough time to shower before my 6 o'clock class. I doubt it, but I'm gonna make time to shower. It goes. All right, good enough. I need to head over here and man this gate so we can get out of here and get moving. Yeah. Yep. Good enough. All right, let's get out of here. Don't kill anyone else now, cows. Makes me mad when cows do that. They're just not smart sometimes. I'm peacing, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms. And of course, guys, as always, ta-ta for now. Bye, cows. Alrighty, guys, one last thing before we quit this video. So I have a quick question for you guys. I am debating on doing one more final round of merch, basically, before I shut the website down and I don't have to pay the yearly fee for it. So, are you guys interested in... Who's calling me? Any merch if I would open the store back up? Again, we'd have hoodies, t-shirts, ball caps, and beanies, and potentially stickers. Or I guess, are there any other really merchandise that you guys would like to see? But anyway, comment down below if you guys are interested. If there is enough interest, I will basically work on getting another order, open the store, we'll get a sign-up sheet, we'll get the orders, and we'll get them sent out to you guys. So comment down below what you guys think. Thank you guys so much.